What is going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here, and in today's video we're going to be going over two important topics. One, Cardano and the escape hatch that Cardano enables through being in the crypto industry and just all the other noise going on in the world right now. And also the user shortage on Cardano, or the investor shortage on Cardano, which is an interesting topic that I definitely want to dive into, and I think more people should be paying attention to. First thing though, we're going over this quote-unquote escape hatch, the opt-out of things that are going to be going wrong and are going on wrong right now in the world. This is how everything right now is angry, divided, not an accident. The people who run the world now realize that the old system doesn't have much time left, and division is necessary to create the new, much worse system. CDBCs, social credit, these type of things that maybe even utilize blockchain tech, but not in the way that blockchain tech was founded to be built upon. Crypto, the way blockchain tech was initially intended for, cryptography, is this opt-out, is this ulterior path that you can use to not deal with all this bullshit that's going to be happening. And if none of this stuff comes to fruition and everything goes dandy and everything is peaches and roses and flowers, you don't have to worry, but you can also still use crypto to opt out of systems that are even now outdated financially and much, much more. Cardano is that escape hatch though, for when the world inevitably becomes CBDC controlled, central bank digital currencies, which imagine your government controlling digital money and telling you where and when you can spend it. Just imagine that for a second, combined with social credit, combined with social media, public things that everyone can see about you, and these things, just kind of like a game where you actually have to play within what the government says very specifically, even to the point where how you spend your money and what you spend your money on is decided by someone else. It might sound dystopian, it might sound terrible, and it'll never happen, but it really could. Corporations and entities that already control, billions and billions and hundreds of billions, maybe even trillions of dollars of value in the world are becoming these methodical, thought out things that are going to control the media and put these systems into place, or start to. Companies like BlackRock and much, much more governments are trying to get a handle on being able to control more about how people use their money and operate inside their residence. I'm not saying that the world's terrible and everything's going downhill. I'm saying that we have an escape hatch here. We have crypto. There is a chance if things go really, really bad, and they might, that we still have this option. Cardano is here. It's decentralized. It's not going to be taken down by a few people. And it's probably not going to be taken down by a government, because the people who want to make it run will make it run. They're here. Me and you, maybe watching this video, can run a node, can run a stake pool, do whatever else to keep the network going. I know a lot of people don't like to think about this. They don't want to think about how the government could actually do them more harm than they are already. And I know it's not great to think about how maybe people are going to control how you spend your money, and there might be these systems with social credit that is basically the government saying what you can and can't do. So things are a bit shaky here. I'm not here to press on this topic too much. I just want to let you know that a lot of people are in crypto for the reason of this, and to have that escape hatch, which is Cardano, which is the whole crypto industry and all the things that are truly decentralized and secure being built upon it. Okay, now I want to move over to Cardano's user/investor shortage. And what I'm talking about here is more or less the idea that most people come to Cardano as investors to make money. And this is pretty much a lot of crypto. This is probably majority of crypto, especially with the mainstream adoption that we had earlier last in the bull run. Most people came to make money on Dogecoin, on Cardano, whatever it may be. They came to make money. That's the people watch the price videos. People are hoping the price goes up. They want to get rich. They want to free themselves financially. Cardano, before this tweet, when I asked this question, thought there's a lot of people who are just investors. They aren't really users. And what we need on Cardano is users. People to come to the ecosystem with not the idea of investing, but the idea of using. And I know initially, this poll, I was thinking there's only investors. Everyone's an investor. But truthfully, now that everyone's bags have seen an 85% plus dip, most people have become users inherently, because they're not going to call themselves an investor, or maybe they still are investing, but they're more of a user now because they enjoy the protocol and what's being built upon it, and they enjoy the vision that is here, whether it be the escape hatch or whether it be just better financial systems in general. Cardano offers a lot of things here, and right now a lot of promises of what's being built upon it for a better way forward. So in truth, to me, the shortage right now is in users. Now, I know a lot of people in this poll replied user. Thing is, mostly people are users of the protocol because they are investors. What I'm talking about here when I say shortage of users is people to come to the protocol without the idea of making money, but the idea of using something that benefits them. Maybe they are users of Cardano because they use a platform like book.io and they want to read books in a decentralized way, or they just want to support their favorite authors who can then make royalties on Cardano inherently because every book sells digital and can be tracked to the blockchain. Stuff like that. Stuff where there is inherent value for people to come to the ecosystem without investing in ADA or any native assets. I mentioned this in another video before, and I also think this comes from a lack of developer tooling, which has been quite significantly being progressed since my last video on that. Lots of developer tooling is being built, and lots of more developers are coming on, being able to program in other languages and having more frameworks to start on. But in general, platforms like booktoken.io, the one I just mentioned, where people are going to come just to use it, not to invest in Cardano, and more are going to emerge over time. And the shortage of users will dry up, I think, as that happens, as these apps get built, and more people that are investors will still be those users of the protocol that are testing everything, which is great. But we're also going to have those users that come just to be users and don't care to invest. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Stake with the Jack stake pool. Turn passive ADA on your ADA, paid every 5 days. Some people have been calling it an airdrop recently. I made a video on it yesterday calling it that. Yesterday's rewards went out. People didn't do anything. Passive income. Get your staking rewards. Stake with the Cardano network. Also, it helps decentralization. It increases the escape hatch is with essentially. So do that, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.